Keycaps. They are usually made from plastic, ABS or PBT, double shot or dies up, and they come in various colors and profiles. However, there are some exceptions, like this metallic keycap set from Awekeys. This particular set is soon launching as a Kickstarter campaign in 3 different colorways: antique, gold, silver and bronze, and this one I have here is the gold one. There are also gonna be some different colored accent keys with the gemstone accent pack, which I have the emerald ones here. I gotta say, this antique colorway does look cool and it gives you that Viking vibe they went with. However, what I'm most interested in is if metallic keycaps are even usable with Hall effect keyboards that this channel is mostly focused on when talking about keyboards. So that is what we are going to focus on today. So when you think of Hall effect, it uses magnets on the switches, and as you know, magnets interact with some metals like magnets do. Can there be interference with this particular keycap set? Well, as it turns out, the metallic blend they use here is not magnetic as tested with my refrigerator magnet here, so most likely there will be no issues from that at all. However, there is another quite significant possible issue with these metallic keycaps, and that is the sheer weight they have. For example, a spacebar key of my PBT keycap set only weighs around 7 grams on my scale, and this metallic one is quite a bit heavier at 31 grams. That difference is huge. The current most popular Hall effect switches have an initial actuation force from around 35 gram force to 40 gram force, such as the JERRORR Jade Pros, and even those are too heavy for some users' preferences. So I did not have high hopes for the usability of these metallic keycaps for usage with Hall effect keyboards. But of course I had to test it myself with some Jade Pros, and I proceeded to install them to the board. The installation was fairly painless and the keycaps fit in nicely here, but if there would have been an issue, they have instructions to widen the slots slightly with an included tool. The finished set does look kinda nice on the keyboard, even though I would not normally pair orange with gold and green, but this was mainly just a quick test for usability. Here is a quick sound test. And yeah, as for the sound, it is actually quite nice. It is very thick and thocky, especially with these Jade Pro switches, and the stabilized keys have this quite pleasant metallic ping reminding me of a pickaxe sound from a video game. But the feel is just not it. I can really feel the keys being way too heavy for the switches, and the one thing I feared the most, the spacebar is unusable. The rebound takes way too long and it just feels very sluggish to use. I also swapped some keys to the slightly heavier Lecker 60s, but even with those the experience still remained quite sluggish overall. So to really be able to use these metallic keycaps with Hall effect keyboards, you would really need some heavier springs for your switches, and I would definitely go as heavy as 100 gram force for the larger keys, as it would maybe offset the increased weight of the keycaps. I exchanged some emails about this with Awekeys, and they recommended starting from 60 gram force for the optimal performance, which would mean spring swapping every time. I didn't see them mention this at all on their website, or if they did, it's quite well hidden, so I would like them to include this information to their product pages so buyers would know it before purchasing them. Also, I would argue that extremely heavy springs on a Hall effect keyboard that is designed for the fastest and most effortless gaming experience would definitely take some of that experience away. But hey, some people may want that, and if you are someone who absolutely wants to have metallic keycaps on your wooding and such, most likely you can make it work. Is it worth the effort of opening every switch and swapping the springs? I would say definitely not, but you do you. So to conclude the video, I would not recommend using metallic keycaps on your Hall effect keyboard, even though they may look nice and sound interesting, but that is just my opinion. If you are someone that successfully uses metallic keycaps on your Hall effect keyboard, please drop a comment about your experiences and what springs or switches you use to make it work, so like-minded individuals would find that information. But that is all for this one. Thanks for watching and goodbye.